Hello and welcome to this tutorial on how to build a simple navbar in React. We're going to connect it to React Router DOM so you can see how we can use our navbar to navigate through our pages. We're also going to make it fully responsive, so if you're interested, stay tuned. Okay guys, so this is what we're going to be building today. This is basically a navbar that allows us to change the page we're currently on. All built in React with React and React Router DOM. We're able to go to a mobile responsive design where we have a drop down. And yeah, if you want to learn how to make this, stay tuned. Okay guys, so I'm going to be creating this project with Vite. You could also use Create React App. Either one of those two will be fine. Today I'm using Vite. I might recreate this video one day with using Next. So let me know if you guys are interested in that video. But today we're going to be doing npm create Vite at latest. And then the project, we're just going to call it Navbar router, because we will be creating a navbar with the router as well. Let's select React here. Let's select JavaScript here. Let's cd into our navbar router folder, and now let's npm install. Okay, now that that's done, I'm going to cd into, oh no, we're already in the folder. Now I'm going to open our folder in Visual Studio Code. So install Visual Studio Code if you don't have Visual Studio Code installed, or your code editor of choice. And now I'm just going to immediately run, also another thing that we gotta install is React Router. So let's npm install React Router DOM. Can't forget that. Now let's run the code. And there we go. This is our localhost. Let's paste that into our browser. And this is our starting app. That's what it looks like. Now in app.js, I'm going to get rid of all of this. For now, we're just going to return a div here. I'll get rid of this. Let's get rid of all of that. We don't need any of that. And okay, there we go. Okay. Now immediately I want to wrap my application with the browser. So import browser router. Import browser router from React Router DOM, and let's wrap our application with the browser router. So there we go. That's it. That's that. Now, to test this, I'm going to create like 3 pages. So I'm going to create, let's do contact us dot JSX. We're going to create, let's create about us JSX. So I'm just creating 3 pages that I can navigate across. And let's also do home.jsx. And the same thing with the home. So these are I think React 7 React snippets that you can look for. So these shortcuts that I'm using, you can look them up in the extensions toolbar. Just look up React snippets. I think that's it. Okay, so now that we have that, I immediately want to import route from React Router DOM and routes as well, because I want to be able to look at these different components that we have. So the routes folder, the routes component is going to have our individual route components inside of it, and every route is going to have two things. So it's going to have an element, and the element is going to be home. And another thing that it's going to have is and the second thing is path, and the path here is going to be / for the home route. It's going to be / about us for about us, this one, and / contact us for contact us. There we go. Okay. Now to check if that actually works. It doesn't seem like it does. Let's see if we have some errors. We might have some errors here. Functions are not valid as a React child. This may happen if you return a component. Okay. So make sure to have these be HTML components, or okay. Okay, so that should be good now. Let's refresh. There's our home component. If we go to contact us, there's our contact us component. And if we go to about us, there's our about us component. So you can treat this almost like an if statement of sorts, or a switch, which is why I guess in the past this was called switch. Basically, if this is the path, then show this. If this is the path, show this. That's kind of the logic here. So these components here are kind of optional. We aren't ever going to see all of them, but whatever is outside of this routes component, that's something we're going to see every time. So in this case, that's going to be a navbar that we're going to be creating. So let's make navbar.jsx. Here I'm going to do RFC. Okay, so there's my navbar for now. That's what it looks like for now. And let's import it in my app. Let's put it here. Navbar. Let's close that there. So there's our navbar. Our navbar is basically on every page. But yeah, time to do some styling. Okay, so in app CSS, I'm going to get rid of all of this. Get rid of max width. Width is going to be 100%. Let's immediately give a background color to this. Let's do ultraviolet for now. Let's say that the minimum height of our root is going to be 100 VH. So at least 100 VH. Okay. Good. Okay. What else? Now, app.jsx, we have the navbar. The navbar, let's style it immediately. So, navbar is here. I'm thinking of making navbar not a div, but a header. So this is what we're going to do. This is going to be a header. It's going to have an H1 as a logo. So this is the logo of our application. And then let's have a nav inside of here. This is where we're going to put all of our links. And at the end, I'm going to have, I guess that's it for now. Okay. So header, I'm going to give that a class name of navbar. And inside my app.css, you might want to make different CSS files for all of these, but since it's really not a lot of different components, I'm actually thinking of just putting everything in app.css. So .navbar. Navbar, that's going to be, let's say, width of 100%. Let's say display flex. So what display flex does, by default, it's got a flex direction of row, so I don't need to tell it that the elements should go in a row. It's going to go in a row by default. And let's say that the height is going to be 3 rem. And let's just give it a background color of light slate gray, for example. Okay. Okay. Our logo is absolutely not inside of our header. Okay. So first, the root probably has some padding. Yeah, there it is. So let's get rid of that. Now that logo, why is it logo instead of header? All good here. Let's give this class name of logo. Let's say that oh wait, I gotta import app dot css. Oh, I don't. Maybe I don't. Oh yeah. So I gave this a logo. And now let's select this logo and let's give it a margin of 0. And that's much, much, much better. Font size is still too big. Actually, I'm gonna make it an H2 for now. let's say H2 here. Okay, there we go. Now, inside of our logo, I'm thinking of having my links be in the middle of the screen. So here, yep, that makes sense. So let's do it. So a link component here, import a link from React Router DOM. This is going to say home to the index page. About, this is going to be to about us. That's going to be about us. And this is going to take us to contact us. And it's going to say contact us. So there's our nav bar right there. Okay. Okay. Now what's, hold on. Let's test if it works. Let's stop these inspect. We're on home, about us, contact us. So the navigation already works, right? Okay. I probably also want to style these. So let's give this a class name of link. And let's just say that dot link. Let's say that color is going to be white. Does that look a little better? Perhaps, maybe not. Let's do this color, but like super darker. Maybe that looks good. Or I might actually style it at the end. Yeah, I'll style this at the end. I'll get some cool schema from Coolers or something like that. So there's our nav there. Now let's select that nav bar. I want to give this a class name of links, and then in app.css, let's say that links. Let's first give it a border so that we see it. So border 2 pixels yellow, 2 pixels yellow, solid. Okay, now I'm going to say that position is going to be absolute. We're going to say that top is going to be 50%. We're going to say that left is going to be 50%. Our nav bar needs to have a position of a relative. Okay. And we also need to correct for the height and the width of the links. So transform, translate, and then we say minus 50% for the x-axis and minus 50% for the y-axis. And there we go, it's centered. Okay, now inside of our links, I'm going to also give a gap here of 50 pixels. That didn't work. Oh, because it's not display flex. Okay, let's say display flex. Okay, looking much better. Perhaps even let's make that 60. Let's make that 60 pixels. Let's get rid of that. And okay, this is already a lot better. Also, I'm going to give my navbar. Let's see. Let's give it a box shadow. Maybe that one. Oof, that's a little something. Okay. I think that's better. Okay. Let's just stick with that one. Okay. So this is not responsive at all. Also, it's not even centered. So we got to do something about that. Okay. So also our logo is not centered. So now in navbar, we're going to say that justify content is going to be, well, justify content is fine. It's align items that's wrong. Align items is going to be center. And let's give this, let's give logo margin of 0, but a margin left of 40 pixels. Okay. Okay. Also, I'm thinking, yeah, okay, sure, why not? So we can still navigate between home, about us, contact us. So all of that's good. Now we got to think about the fact that when it gets to here, things are gonna get a little ugly. So we need to make this responsive. So things are gonna change when we're in mobile view. So when we're in mobile view, we're not gonna see this thing, but it's gonna become a drop down. This is what we're gonna do. Let's have an at media screen max height of 800 pixels. I don't know, maybe that's too much. Let's just go with 800 pixels. So when we're under 800 pixels, let's just make the links disappear for now. A links display none, just to see if it's working. Max, not height, width. Okay, so when we're under 800 pixels, there we go, our links disappear. But that's not what I want to do. What I want to do first is I want to change their position. So instead of so transform is going to be auto again. Or none. Yeah. Okay, and then I'm gonna say that right is going to be 0, and top is going to be three rem. Yep. Apart from that, we're going to say that flex direction is going to be column, and background color is going to be whatever background color I gave it here. Well, let's just copy that and put it here for now. Okay, it looks very ugly, but fine by me. Navbar. I'll think about this. I'm thinking of actually having it be a little lower. So let's make it, instead of making it 3 rem, I'm going to make it 3.5 rem. It's just going to look a little cleaner. I'm going to give it a border radius of 5 pixels. I'm going to give it a width of 400 pixels. Oh, that's too much. Let's do 300 pixels. Yeah. Hold on. Right of 0. So it's not completely on the right side. So why are you not on the right side? Let's think about this. Oh yeah, it's the left. Left needs to be auto again. Okay, awesome. And let's have right back to 0. Okay, well, that was fine. I might even not make it 0. I'm gonna make it like 5 pixels. 5 pixels. Something like that. Why not? Also gonna give it a border radius. Sorry, a box shadow I meant. Yeah, that looks fine, I think. Okay. The width is too much. Let's do 250 here. 250. Yep. And let's also give it padding top of padding top of 40 pixels and padding bottom of 40 pixels. Oh, that's way too much. Okay, let's do 20 pixels. And the gap should be 20 pixels as well. Okay, why not? Maybe a bit more than that. Let's do 25. Yep, there we go. It should still work. Home, about us, contact us. We're good. Okay. So when we're in mobile view, this is what we're looking at right now. When we're in desktop view, this is what we're looking at. So when you go under 800, we get into this look here, which is not going to be the standard look. Obviously, the standard look is going to be us not seeing this at all and seeing something like a hamburger button. So let's immediately download a hamburger SVG. Okay, so let's download this as an SVG. Let's just change its name to hamburger. And that's it. And now let's place it inside of our navbar. So I'm gonna put it here. It's gonna be a button. And then inside of that button, we're gonna have an image. And the source of that image is going to be hamburger dot svg. And alt is going to be hamburger. Let's see what we're looking at. There's our hamburger. Very subtle. Okay, so now in app.css, we're going to select that hamburger image from the button, which means I got to give it some class. So this, let's give this an ID of toggle btn. This image is going to have a ham image ID. So my ham image, oh sorry, it's not a class, it's a hashtag. Hashtag ham image is going to have a height of 2 rem. It's going to have background color of none. Probably doesn't have a background color of one, but I'm guessing our ham btn, or no, toggle btn. Let's give that a background color of none. Yeah, where's this color coming from? I'll get rid of this button here. And I'll get rid of these guys here. The rest of this probably doesn't bother me. Still seeing that color. Background color. Oh, it's not background color none, it's background none. Background none. Background none. Border none. Position absolute. Absolute. Right. 10 pixels. Sure. I'm fine with that position, pretty much. I don't want to see it when I'm, I don't want to see it. Let's get these things above our media query. Let's put these here. And I don't want to see this button when I'm here. But I do want to see this button when I'm here. Hashtag toggle btn. Display block. Okay, so I don't see it, I don't see it, I don't see it, and now I see it. Okay. We're slowly getting there. I want to give this a cursor pointer. Okay. And now what I want to do is be able to move this up and down by clicking on it. So the way our links looks like right now is fine, except I want to have an open. Let's do links open. So when links are open, that's when top is going to be this thing. Otherwise, we're going to have top be a minus 300 pixels. There we go. Okay. So now if we go ahead and add manually links open to this thing, it's going to drop down. So, okay. That's good there. Now we gotta go to our navbar and do some work here. So we're gonna have a use state. And what this use state is gonna tell us is whether the navbar is open or not, or whether it's dropped down. Let's do shown. Set shown. And by default, it's not going to be shown. Okay. So we're going to give on click to this button. Yep. And all this thing is going to do is it's going to toggle set shown to be the opposite of what it is. So let's take a look if that actually works. Let's go to our, if you don't know, hold on, let's see our components. Let's find our navbar. It's false. Now it's true, now it's false. There we go. Okay. So that is working. So right now, instead of this being always links, I actually don't want it to be links every time. So I want this to be, well, I do want it to be links, but I want to add links open if the time is right. So here we're gonna say that, hey, if shown, then add links open. If it's not, then don't add anything at all. There we go. Okay. Now we're cooking. Okay. Okay, and there we go. Okay, almost there. And this still works. We can go to contact us. We can go to about us. Awesome. Also, if our route changes, we do want this to go away. So if we click on link, actually, let's just do a use effect. If the location ever changes. Import use location. And then I gotta get that location code. So const location is, no, location is equal to use location. And then every time location changes, I wanna set shown to be false. Use effect is not defined. Okay. Okay. Click on that. Home. Click on that. About us. It's going away this time every time, so that's good. Let's also, you know what I'm also gonna do? I'm gonna give all of our pages a class page. And what's the last one? About us. Last name page. Let's make this an H1. Let's make all of these H1s. H1. Contact us, same here. H1. And home as well. And to every page, I'm going to give, in every page, I'm going to say that, what are we going to say? Let's say that display is going to be flex. Justify content is going to be center, and align items is going to be center. Now let's say that, oh well, we'll see with the colors, but okay, there's, and let's say that min height is going to be 100 VH. Okay, so home, about us, contact us, there we go. Okay, let's also add some transition, so at least we have some cool thing going on. Let's say that when we're in mobile view, our links are going to have a transition for the top property. It's going to be 0.3 seconds ease in. That looks fine. Yeah, awesome. Awesome. Okay. Oh, there's a little bit of a yeah. Oh ho ho ho. Okay guys, so I just moved this transition property to be in my links open instead of my links, so I avoid having that weird transition artifact. So that's why now I still have this drop down animation. Also, I added opacity to it, while at the same time I don't have that weird transition artifact when I go from my desktop view to my tablet and mobile views. So yeah, that works now. Now I'm gonna go to coolers.co and I'm gonna find a slick little color template that I can use for my website. Okay guys, so I also went ahead and went to coolers.co and just took a nice little color palette that I liked, just to have this be at least a little bit interesting to the eyes. And yeah, that's our navbar that's able to change routes. And yeah, that's it for today. Thank you for watching that tutorial. If you found it helpful, make sure to like and subscribe. Also, if you're interested in learning how to build any of these things, or just in learning JavaScript, web development, Python in general, make sure to contact me on the various platforms in the description.